Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old School Gunner. How are you all getting on, guys? I just woke up a couple of minutes ago. I was working late last night, of course. For those of you that think I'm lazy, I was working late last night, guys. And unfortunately, I have been awoken by the news that West Ham United have rejected Arsenal's opening bid for Declan Rice of £18 million. They said West Ham said that they valued the player at 100 million. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken. So why are Arsenal trying to cheap it and trying to shortcut it? I mean, with a player like Declan Rice, if the club asks for 100 million, they give them 110. You don't try to cut corners and cheap out and try to do it for 80 million. That has been a problem the whole time with Arsenal. And that is why we find ourselves in the position we did last season, lacking a bit of quality when it came into the deciding section of the league. And when it came into the deciding time in the league, we found ourselves lacking that extra bit of quality that we needed. So why are we actually messing around like that? You know what I mean? Like, nobody likes to be messed around. We're not giving them what they West Ham United have a valuation for Declan Rice, and we're not meeting it. Of course, they're going to reject the offer. He's valued at 100 million, guys. So why are we trying to cheap it out and offer 80 million and hope for the best? You know what I mean? It's annoying. Like, I mean, that has been the problem with the club the whole time. Everyone likes to save the odd 20 million. I get it. You know what I mean? But with this player, he's worth it. He's worth their valuation. So why is it trying to do that? Like, trying to cheap out on things. You know what I mean? Look, it's just not for me anyway. It's disrespectful to West Ham, and it's disrespectful to the player and to his agent. Of course, we're not going to get anything out of it when they're doing that. You know what I mean? Of course, they're going to reject the offer. Who wouldn't? You know what I mean? They're not getting what they want for the player. It's as simple as that. Arsenal need to wake up, seriously. Arsenal need to wake up and they need to man up. You know what I mean? Enough is enough, guys. If we want to get the player, we're going to have to stump up. We're going to have to pay what they want for him. It's as simple as that. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. All right, here we go. Arsenal's bid for Declan Rice rejected, guys. An 80 million bid has been rejected by West Ham United. Of course. I mean, that was always going to happen. What are Arsenal trying to do? They're trying to cheap out again on a player that's actually worth 100 million. He's worth 100 million. So why are we trying to insult him and cheap out on the player? It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, seriously. The club need to get a grip, honestly. Yeah, guys, honestly, I don't know. I mean, what's going on out there? This kind of thing, like, I mean, we're trying to cheap out on a player that's obviously worth what the valuation that they're giving for him. Why are we trying to do that? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. He's worth 100 million, guys. Declan Rice is worth 100 million plus. Arsenal trying to give an 80 million bid and it's going to be rejected. Of course, it's going to be rejected. The player is valued at 100 million. You can't just offer 80 million and hope that you can step in the ring and box. You know what I mean? If you want to get the deal done, you match their valuation. It's as simple as that. I don't know why the club do this every single time. Now I understand why the deal has been dragging on, because Arsenal are too mean and too tight to stump up the cash. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. People can say what they like, yeah? People can have their own opinions. This is my channel. I'm going to air mine. Ridiculous. I mean, the player is worth a hell of a lot more money than that. It's just ridiculous. Give them what they're looking for him. You know what I mean? I mean, stop messing around. Seriously. You want to get the deal done? You want to bring a quality player to the club? This is going to give other clubs the opportunity, to get in there. Arsenal's 80 million plus bid rejected. Man City keeping tabs. You see what I mean? Arsenal's opening bid for England international midfielder turned down by West Ham. Yeah, because we're not matching the valuation of him, obviously. You know what I mean? We're not matching the valuation that West Ham have for him. And now that Arsenal have made an 80 million offer for Declan Rice, guys, and West Ham United have rejected it. And Manchester City are waiting in the wings. They're keeping tabs. Officially. So maybe they're going to buy him. I mean, they have enough money, I'm sure, that they can get the player. They're probably not going to do an Arsenal on it and cheap out over 20 million. You know what I mean? The player is worth at least 100 million. And Arsenal aren't matching West Ham's valuation. It's as simple as that. So, of course, they're not going to get the player. I mean, it's simple business, guys. He's worth 100 million. The club won't have themselves to blame if Manchester City sweep it and take him away. I mean, he's a fantastic, fantastic player. Guys, let's be real here. You all know Declan Rice, okay? How good do you rate him out of 10? You know what I mean? He's an 8 at least, or a 9. He's a fantastic midfielder. He can also slot back into defence. So why are we trying to cheap out, shortchange West Ham United when he's valued at 100 million and we offered him 80? I mean, do you want to get the player or not? No, Manchester City are waiting in the wings. Are we going to get the player or not? Are we going to get the deal done or not? Because Arsenal are crying out for a midfielder like Declan Rice. All the more reason to pay West Ham what they're looking for. All the more reason to give them the money they're looking for. Instead of cheap out. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I don't know, man. Seriously. They need to get a grip big time. They need to get a grip big time on a few things. You know what I mean? Because if they keep going on like that, guys trying to cheap out, we're not going to get the player. It's as simple as that. And now it's attracted attention of Manchester City. I mean, what is it with us and not paying up when we should? I mean, I understand they want to save a little bit of money, this, that, and the other. I get it. But we need this midfield player. There's been so much talk about it. And the team actually needs a midfield enforcer, a versatile player that can also slot back into defence like Declan Rice. He would improve the team dramatically. So why are they negotiating over the price? West Ham have him valued at 100. If you matched 100, he'll be an Arsenal player. Chairman David Sullivan already said if Declan Rice wins the Europa League, the Europa Conference League at West Ham United, he let the player go. And that's what happened. They had a gentleman's agreement, and David Sullivan said he's going to honour it. Yeah? He's going to respect the agreement by letting Declan Rice leave in the summer if he wants. So the player wants to leave. He wants to play Champions League football. He wants to stay in London. It ticks all the boxes for Arsenal. But we're not putting up the money. We're not matching their valuation. I mean, you can't help but be critical of the club at this point and their running of it. I mean, what is Declan Rice going to think now? That the club don't value him? They don't think he's that good? They don't think he's worth it? I mean, it could damage a lot of things, and in the player's mind, it could change him, He might change. Maybe he wants to go to Man City now, reportedly. They're keeping an eye on the situation. You know what I mean? Manchester City obviously have people in charge at their club and agents that sign players like Eduya, technical directors like Eduya. Manchester City obviously have guys in there that are a bit better than Arsenal do. Let's be honest about it. You know what I mean? Because they see more a team of action. Even Spurs are more a team of action when it comes to transfers than Arsenal. And what are we trying to do? Short them on 20 million when the player is worth 100? Make an offer of 80. What is the point of that? What is the point? I mean, do we want the player or not? Are we serious about signing the player or not? If we are, then get a grip and pay the money. I mean, we seriously need this player. The club needs this player. We can't do without him this season, in the upcoming season. We're back in the Champions League. We need a player like him in there. I mean, seriously. You'd have to ask yourself the question, are they actually serious about it? Just saw a news headline come in there, guys, about Jude Bellingham's move to Real Madrid. He's number 5. That's a big move for Bellingham, man. I wish him all the best. But back to Arsenal. We've got our own fish to fry. Oh, yeah, we got bigger fish to fry. That was the whole thing when we were going for the league, wasn't it? We didn't mind if we got knocked out of the cup because we had bigger fish to fry. Now we have an even bigger fish to fry. Signing Declan Rice, and we still can't do it. I mean to say, I'm a nice guy, but my patience is running out. And this is not the blue of Manchester City, guys, by the way. That's just a blue t-shirt I put on. I haven't switched camps. That's not my style. All right, let's look at the news headline, guys. And let's absorb this disappointment for what it is, okay? I mean, honestly. Declan Rice, Arsenal's opening bid for England international midfielder turned down by West Ham. Of course, when we're not matching their valuation for him. I mean, come on, guys. Anyway, welcome to London, guys. It's a beautiful sunny day in the city. I'm working later, but I'm off tomorrow, so it's going to be a good one now. I'm off tomorrow, guys, so it's going to be a good one. A chilled out day for me. I could do with a bit of R&R. You know what I mean? It's my 5th day in a row working. I've got tomorrow off, then I work another 3 days, then I've got one more day off, then I work 7 in a row. So big up, man. I think after that I can just retire. I can take my millions and head off. Arsenal's opening bid for England international midfielder turned down by West Ham. David Sullivan, West Ham's chairman, confirmed Declan Rice would be allowed to leave this summer. Man City are keeping an eye on Rice, while Man United and Bayern have also held an interest. England international Rice lifted the Europa Conference League trophy with the Hammers earlier this month. Declan Rice has been told he can leave West Ham this summer. West Ham have rejected Arsenal's opening bid for Declan Rice, thought to be worth 80 million plus add-ons. The Gunners are expected to return with an improved offer in the coming days, while Manchester City are also keeping an eye on the Hammers' captain situation. David Sullivan, West Ham's chairman, revealed in the wake of the club's Europa Conference League victory, that Rice would be allowed to leave this summer. Yet there you have it, guys. West Ham value him at 100 million. Their chairman has agreed to let him leave. And we're still waiting. First comment in, guys, of the day from Harry Richardson. Welcome along, man. How are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well, eh? And welcome to my channel, man. Greetings. Are we surprised they got rejected because I ain't? Yeah, and I'm not either, man. I'm not either. I mean, the fact of the matter is, okay, Declan Rice won the Europa Conference League with West Ham United. And their chairman, West Ham's chairman, David Sullivan, agreed with Rice before the game. If they won it, he'd agreed to let him go in the summer. A summer transfer to another club. Okay? Now, to let the player go. West Ham value him at more than 80 million. Yeah, their estimation of his worth is more than 80 million. We have to match their valuation of the player. Every single time the club do it, I mean, cheaping out is what I call it, yeah? They're cheaping out on the deal. They're trying to get him at a bargain price. You don't get a player like Declan Rice at a bargain price. If West Ham want 100 million, you pay him 100 million. You match their valuation. If not up it and drop in another 10. You know what I mean? This thing of good relations with clubs, and Arsenal have good relations with Brighton, this, that, and the other. That doesn't help you in all situations. You know what I mean? This is a player that we badly need. We badly need. It's going to be a tough league season for us coming up this season. Harder than last season. And we have Champions League football on top of that. We need Declan Rice. He's a brilliant player. He's a leader. He's a fantastic, fantastic player. And he can switch between midfield and defence. You know what I mean? He's versatile. He's a great player. You shouldn't underestimate how good this player is, guys. He is a very good player. And he's a leader on the field. Something that we need, yeah? Like we have Odegaard. He's not up to it. Partey. He's obviously not up to it. We need Declan Rice. And why are the club cheaping out on the deal? Trying to cut corners, trying to save money. I mean, what is that going to put in the player's mind? And now, Manchester City are keeping an eye on the situation and seeing what's going on. Honestly, man. Seriously. I don't know how you rate the player, Harry, man. I don't know how highly you rate Declan Rice. But he is an incredible, incredible player. And we need him badly. And we keep hesitating and pausing and making these little offers. I mean, match the club's valuation of him. If West Ham want 100 million, give him 110. This thing of trying to cheap out 80 million. If we don't have the money, then don't go for the player. We need the player. We need to land. All right, sorry there, guys. The Wi-Fi is kind of breaking up a bit. But another team is going to sweep in and get him if we don't give West Ham the 100 million they want. If we don't match their valuation of the player. I mean, we're trying to cheap out making a bid for 80 million. You can't be doing that, guys. Seriously. We can't be doing this. It's getting frustrating now. You know what I mean? Whatever their valuation is for the player, we need to match it. It's as simple as that. The club, again, by cheaping out. You know what I mean? That's the reason why we didn't get many players down through our history. Going back down through. Remember Luis Suarez? The reason we didn't get him. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, like, if we don't get Declan Rice, I don't know what to say. I mean, there should be a protest at the club about the way it's been run. Because no, Manchester City are sniffing about. You know what I mean? I mean, what does it tell Declan Rice if we don't match West Ham's estimation of him? What is that going to say to him? That we don't value him? That we don't rate him? We don't think he's good enough? It's embarrassing, seriously. I mean, it's actually embarrassing. I don't know, that's all I can say about it, guys. It's actually a source of embarrassment for the club. I mean, we've been linked with him for so long, and we're cheaping out. You know what I mean? Thank you for that commentary, man. I appreciate it, yeah. But seriously, I mean, we need to match West Ham's estimation of him. And not be cheaping out offering this kind of token gesture bid of 80 million. He's worth more than that. We know it, they know it. So what are we playing around for? Honestly. I mean, the club need to get a grip, man. The club need to get a grip. Tristan Tan, if you have only one option, Caicedo or Rice. Ouch, man. That is a difficult one to call. I'd say Rice, to be honest. I just think he would fit better into the Arsenal team. He can play midfield and defence if we need him to cover in defence. He's a versatile player. He's a leader on the pitch. And to be honest, he knows Ramsdale. He knows a lot of the Arsenal squad from the England team, from the England setup. Saka, Ramsdale. I think it would just suit us better. But I think, as a player, I think they're pretty even. Maybe Rice is a better leader, I think. Maybe a little bit more versatile, but I would go for Declan Rice. That was a difficult question, though, man, and a good one, yeah? Thank you for tuning in, I appreciate it. Tristan Tan, thank you for tuning in, man. Just to let you know, guys, this is the part where I beg. But look, I'm monetized. My channel is monetized. So if you want to make a donation, $1, $2 in a super chat, please do. I'd appreciate it too. Much appreciated. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notifications bell that you get notified every time I upload content. Like I said, guys, I was working late last night. Of course, I was working late last night, guys. The only thing that's been on Arsenal minds recently is who we're going to sign this summer transfer window. This is the most important transfer window I think that this club has ever faced after coming second last season. This is a very important transfer window for us. This has been dominating the thought of a lot of Gooners, a lot of Arsenal fans, a lot of YouTubers like myself, fans like myself. That's all I've been thinking about the last couple of days when I'm in work, when I'm at home, this, that, and the other, when I'm on my channel, creating content like I am today. Honestly, why do the club cheap out on things like this? I mean, they're trying to save money. They're trying to cut corners. They're trying to make cutbacks. You know what I mean? Save a bit of cash here and there. What message is that going to put out to Declan Rice? That we don't value him. You know what I mean? Think about it now. It doesn't make any sense what the club are doing. I mean, they got to match the player's valuation. It's as simple as that. He's a great player. 80 million is not going to cut it for a player like him. So why are the club even bothering? Seriously. Anyway, man, to answer your question, Tristan, I would go for Declan Rice. I'd go for Declan Rice, man, if we're still tuned in. And yeah, I mean to say, I don't know what you think of the 80 million bid, but it's actually an insult to the player and an insult to the club because they rate him at 100 million. And we're trying to, you know what I mean? We're trying to do it on the cheap. They're not going to do it on the cheap, guys. And now it's attracted the interest of Manchester City. And they could swoop in and take the player. And where would that leave us then? I mean, how would the club feel then if that happened? Honestly, we need the player. We've got Champions League football coming up for the first time in I don't know how many years. As long as I can remember, it's going to be a really demanding season, more than last year. Do you think we're going to hold our own and we're going to win the league? Not without a player like Rice, we're not. It's as simple as that. Arsenal forever. Welcome along, man. How are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well. Welcome to my stream. Just a little stream before I head off to work later. Arsenal know West Ham want 100 million for Declan Rice. Why do we piss about buying players? Give West Ham 100 and we get Rice. Exactly, my friend. Like if we have no actual interest, genuine interest in the player, a genuine interest to sign the player, then why are we messing around? Because that's what it tells me. That's what it tells me. That's what it tells everybody. We don't actually have a genuine will to sign the player if we're making an offer like that. Just will checking my work time there, guys. Make sure I turn up for work on time. Yeah, but it's all good. Only working at 5. That's disappointing, the behaviour of the club. I'm not going to lie. It's disappointing, the behaviour of the club. That's what I've been saying all along, man, since I started the stream there like 24 minutes ago. He's valued at 100 million. West Ham have a valuation set for Declan Rice of 100 million. Arsenal know that West Ham want 100 million. Exactly, man. And why are we giving them an 80 million and hoping it'll do? Are we really that stuck for cash? 20 million. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. I mean, give them the money that they want for him. And let's get the player that we need. And let's build for the summer. Let's get him in training and let's get moving on things. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, like, he would be a great addition to the squad. He would make a hell of a difference. And he's a leader. He's versatile. We need the player. You know what I mean? Tristan Tan, Rice can also say the same for Man City. Exactly. And if we don't make a move on this now, and if we don't become serious about this move, they're going to sweep in and they're going to take it from us. City are waiting in the wings. They're waiting in the wings and they're going to sweep in. All right, guys, welcome along to my channel. Arsenal's 80 million bid for Declan Rice has been rejected, of course. Value him at 100. I don't know why the club do this every single time, man. Match the player's valuation. Match his valuation. Match the club's valuation of the player. Don't be trying to cheap out 80 million. They value him at 100. Give them 110. You know what I mean? Are we really that stuck for cash? My channel is monetized, guys. Smash the subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Yeah? Subscribe to my channel, please. Help me hit 1.8k. I'm making a push. Anyone that knows, like a few weeks ago, I got business cards made up for my channel. And I've been handing them out to everybody in work. I work in a hotel, to guests, everyone coming in. I work close to the Arsenal Stadium, so there's a lot of Arsenal fans coming to where I work. And I've been handing out business cards to them, guys, and I'm trying to get them to support my channel, to subscribe. So please subscribe to my channel, guys, and help me at 1.8k. And then I'm going to push on to 2k. And then I'm going to reach for the stars, guys. With your help, of course, your support. I am monetized. If you want to make a donation, a super chat, $1 or $2, please do. I would appreciate it. I know these are tough times for everybody. Everybody is stuck for cash. But if you want to donate $1 or $2 through a super chat for me, the old school gunner, I would appreciate it. All right. Another comment coming in from Arsenal for Arsenal to sign Havertz, Chelsea to sign Caicedo. Yeah. Supposedly we're going to be signing Kai Havertz, guys. That's the word on the street, and there's a lot of YouTubers now doing content about that, and they've created a bit of content regarding Havertz. Do I think he would fit in at the club? I don't know much about the player, to be honest. I mean, how good is he really? I mean, we do need a striker. We do need a guy that's going to hit at least 20 goals a season for us. But I have to say, I actually am not too familiar with Havertz. He's a German international. He plays for Chelsea. I don't know much more than that, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Arsenal keen on signing Kai Havertz, with Chelsea set to the man fee of 70 million. Yeah, and what are Arsenal going to do? Give 50, is it? Seriously, like. The club needs to man up, yeah. Arsenal forever in with another comment, guys. Arsenal need a goal scorer, so Arteta decides Havertz is the man. What a joke. Yeah, I don't know about Havertz myself, you know what I mean? I mean, okay, he's got Premier League experience. That is the thing that I think is very valuable. Havertz is already in the Premier League. He has Premier League experience. That is something that I think has a lot of value, yeah. But we are, I think there's better players out there. You know what I mean? I think there's better players out there. Everyone has been championing Ivan Toney, of course. He's got his own problems now with the betting scandal going on. Of course, a Brentford player. But I like Ollie Watkins at West Ham. And I'd be repeating it till I'm blue in the face. But I think Ollie Watkins would fill in well at Arsenal. I mean, Kai Havertz, is he a better player than Ollie Watkins? My opinion, no. I'm a big fan of Watkins. And Watkins has Premier League experience also. But what, like, West Ham value Declan Rice at 100 million, we offer 80. Chelsea value in Kai Havertz at 70 million, what are we going to do? Offer 50? I mean, is this the way we're going to run the club? Declan Rice is a fantastic, fantastic player. We need to get him signed. We need him for the new season. It's as simple as that. Think of the difference he would make to the team, to the squad, his versatility. He can also play in defence, not just in attack. He's a leader on and off the field. They need to match West Ham's valuation. They're trying to cheap it, offering 80 million. It's an insult. If I was Declan Rice, I would have no more to do with it. Do you know what I mean? Jude Bellingham wore the number 5 shirt at Real Madrid. His idol was the legendary Zinedine Zidane. Yeah, I read that there in the news earlier, about 5 or 10 minutes ago. To be honest, I get updates there from Sky Sports. To be honest, everybody's idol was Zinedine Zidane at some point. Let's be honest now. He's idol to a lot of guys, not just Jude Bellingham. So Jude Bellingham's little story, yeah, that's cool. But Zinedine Zidane was an idol to a lot of people around the world, a lot of young men. Let's be honest about it, myself included. Jude Bellingham will wear the number 5 shirt at Real Madrid. Bellingham is a fantastic, fantastic player. And in England's failed World Cup bid last year, I thought Bellingham was their best player by a mile. By a mile. No doubt about it. He is a fantastic, fantastic player. And Real Madrid have got themselves a baller, a real player. So it is what it is. All the best to Bellingham at Real Madrid. I'm sure it's going to work out well for the player. They need him anyway after the stuffing they took against Man City. They need strengthening. You know what I mean? They seriously need strengthening after the Champions League exploits of Real Madrid, to be honest. Arsenal forever in with the comment, guys. Arsenal's first 6 Premier League games, how many points should we get? It should be 15 to 16 points. Our first 6 games. 3 points a game. 18 points. Yeah, listen. I'd agree with that, man. If we want to be serious title contenders, yeah. But I mean, you really think we're going to get 15 or 16 points? Like, I'm not expecting the season we had in the season just gone. Eh? They're 2 different seasons. I'm not expecting the same. I'm not expecting the same in the coming season as to what happened last season. I think it's going to be a completely different season. And I think there are a lot of challenges out there for the squad and the team and Arteta to overcome. And I do not expect us to be free-flowing and winning that many points. Honestly, I don't. I think it's going to be a challenge. And the way we finished the season was a disgrace. It was pathetic. You know what I mean? It was absolutely pathetic. Imagine winning the league at Old Trafford again. All I can do is imagine it, because it's a dream. You know what I mean? So that's our last game of the season, is it? At Old Trafford. Yeah. That would be great, but I mean, that's not going to happen. Not in the season coming anyway, in my opinion. Seriously, I can't see it happening. Our chance to win the title is gone. That was last season. That was our golden chance to win the title. Then we could stop talking about the Invincibles of 2004. You know what I mean? All that embarrassing talk. Dating back to 2004, talking about the Invincibles, because that's all we have. Last season was our chance, and the players completely let themselves down and bottled it. And a lot of the English players, they seem to get away with it because I think they're playing for England, and they make out that they're the best players in the world. They were awful, and Partey was awful as well, and Odegaard was awful. But a lot of the English players maybe escaped a bit of criticism. Saka was brutal. You know what I mean? And then we're playing Fabio Vieira. Odegaard was brutal. Ramsdale was brutal. Saka was brutal. Ben White. Thomas Partey. Disgusting. Disgraceful. Cowards. All of them. Seriously. They're cowards. That's how I see things, man. We should have won the league last season. No ifs, buts, or maybes. Huh? We were in a perfect position. 1st of April. Yeah, we were the April Fool then. 1st of April, 8 points clear. You know what I mean? 1st of April, we were 8 points clear. What a turnaround, man. The biggest turnaround in Premier League history. Then they were 8 points ahead of us. In the blink of an eye. Disgraceful performances at home as well. It's not all about going to Man City and Liverpool and winning. They are difficult places. But we had enough games at home against teams struggling with relegation to win. To win the league. To bring home the title. Couldn't do it, boy. Seriously. I mean, be careful what you wish for, guys. A lot of stupid people have said that to me recently, yeah. Not regarding Arsenal, regarding other things. I've heard that out of the mouths of a lot of fools. Be careful what you wish for. I mean, do the people that are saying that actually know the meaning of it? Well, look at what happened to Arsenal last season. We can't be counting our chickens before they hatch, man. 15 or 16 points, yeah, cool. I can dig it. But We have to be realistic. We're not going to win the league this season. It's as simple as that. It's not going to happen. No way. Last season was our chance. And the team are bottle jobs. So, you know what I mean? I think Declan Rice can improve that, to have a man in there instead of a bunch of cowards. But the team were cowardly at the end, the way they performed. Can't deny it, man. It was embarrassing. You know what I mean? So if we land Declan Rice, if the club actually pulled a finger out their asses, that would be great. And Kai Havertz, yeah, he would improve. You know what I mean? Don't get me started, but all right, let me talk a little bit about Rice. The Gunners are expected to return with an improved offer in the coming days, while Manchester City are also keeping an eye on the Hammers captain situation. There should be no improved offer. They should have offered the 100 million that he's valued at. David Sullivan, West Ham's chairman, revealed in the wake of the club's Europa Conference League victory earlier this month that Rice will be allowed to leave this summer. As speculation mounts over Declan Rice's future, they're looking at his best Premier League moments for West Ham. Man United and Bayern Munich have also held an interest in the England international, who became only the third West Ham captain to lift a major trophy when they beat Fiorentina in Prague. Rice has 2 years remaining on his contract, but asked whether the Europa League conference would be his final act for the club, he told TalkSport, "I think it has to be. We promised him he could go. He's set his heart on going, and in due course he is to get on, and we have to get a replacement." It's not something we wanted to happen. We offered him 200 grand a week 18 months ago and he turned it down. This is West Ham, yeah. You can't keep a player who doesn't want to be there. I think the offers will start to come. 3 or 4 clubs have shown interest. But out of respect to West Ham, while we're still playing, you don't make offers for players. My future is up to the people above. Declan Rice said he is trying to appreciate the moment as West Ham showed off the Europa Conference League trophy in East London. Rice declared his love for West Ham following the victory in Prague, but admitted he does not know whether he will still be at the club next season. "I've still got 2 years left," Rice told Sky Sports News. "There's so much speculation. I see it all the time. I can't help that. That comes to playing football every day and doing what I do. My focus, and it has been since the World Cup, is to win this trophy and keep West Ham in the Premier League." Yeah, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. 5 people watching. Welcome along to my live stream. How are you doing, guys? 80 million bid for Declan Rice rejected. Yeah, obviously. I mean, who would appreciate that? Yeah, who would actually say yes to that? West Ham valued the player at 100 million, and we're making an offer. Arsenal making an offer of 80 million. It's embarrassing. You know what I mean? I mean, we're trying to wind them up or what? I mean, if we want the player, then we should be serious about it. You know what I mean? Arsenal forever with the comment: if we don't sign Rice, Edu needs to go ASAP. Yeah, I'd agree with that. But he won't, because there's too many yes men and too many people in the club that are happy with where we are now as a team. So he's not going to leave. He's not going to go. It's as simple as that. Which is unfortunate for us. It is what it is, I suppose, huh? And that's Declan Rice for you guys. We're also being linked with Kai Havertz. Supposedly we're going to be signing him. That's if we actually stump up the money, yeah? I mean to say. A lot of cheapos out there. 46 views in this video, guys. Keep it up, guys, yeah? And smash the subscribe on my channel if you haven't already. Like this video, Comment in the comment section and let me know what you think of the whole Declan Rice situation. Arsenal's bid has been rejected, unfortunately. That's the mission. That's the position that we find ourselves in. The club not really doing enough, guys. Now we're being linked with Kai Havertz, the Chelsea striker, the German international. Chelsea set to demand a fee of 70 million. German forward has told the Blues he wants to leave this summer. Villarreal's Nicholas Jackson, a potential option for Chelsea. German forward wants to leave Stamford Bridge this summer. Arsenal have emerged as a strong contender to sign Havertz from Chelsea. Real Madrid have identified the German forward as a potential replacement for Karim Benzema, but they could face competition from Mikel Arteta's side. If he has the choice to go to Real or Arsenal, he's going to Real. It's as simple as that. Arsenal, we aren't acting like a big club. Where are all these world-class players? Where are these world-class players? Exactly. We're not acting like a big club. You know what I mean? And we are a big club. But we are one of the world's biggest clubs, yeah. Regardless of what we have won recently, we are one of the biggest clubs in the world. We should have a bit of pulling power. Now we're back in the Champions League and the team is developing under Arteta. But they're playing the victim. You know what I mean? They're not being an alpha, they're being a beta. Simple. You need to be alpha, you know what I mean? Alright guys, sub to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, guys. I'd really, really appreciate it. My channel is monetized, so if you want to donate $1 or $2 via super chat, I'd really, really appreciate it too. $1 or $2, guys, is enough for the old school gunner. But yeah, great to get my channel monetized, guys. I couldn't be happier. It's been a journey. I'm not going to lie. Now I'm on a different kind of journey since my wife left me, but that is life, guys. You know what I mean? You've got to take the rough with the smooth. That was last October. That was last year. And this is a new year. You've got to push forward in life. Yeah? It's as simple as that. It is what it is. All right, a lot of people watching, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you getting on out there, guys? Arsenal's bid for Declan Rice rejected. Say no more about it. Subscribe, guys, to my channel if you haven't already. There you go. And help me hit 1.8k, guys. I am also monetized if you want to donate through the super chat. Please do. I'd appreciate it. Give my channel that little boost that it needs. Just 1 second, guys. Just sending a message to someone. Bear with me here now. Just bear with me, guys. Just sending a text message. 1 second. All right. Look how many world-class players we've had at Highbury. 6, 7, 8. And look at how many we have now. 0. Yeah, we got none. We got 0. I think that's fair to say. Yeah, back in the day, man, look, they were different times in the Highbury days. Football has changed. The finances involved now. I mean, they were different days back in the day for Arsenal. I mean, we can't kind of compare with back in the day, man, unfortunately. As much as we would like to, yeah, but they were different times for the club, man. I mean, what was going on then was completely different, you know. But yeah, I hear you, man. I feel you. You know what I mean? I know what you're talking about. It's true. It is what it is, yeah. Straight talk, man. Straight facts. Yeah, we had Freddie Lundberg, we had Robert Pires, we had Tony Adams, we had David Seaman, we had Thierry Henry, we had Dennis Bergkamp, we had Patrick Vieira, we had Emmanuel Petit. I mean, who will forever get players like that, guys? You know, you could never forget players like that. I mean, Petit, Overmars, Bergkamp, Henry, Adams, Seaman, all of the back four, yeah, were legends. Sol Campbell when he came to the club. I mean, Ashley Cole, Robert Pires. My God, there were so many fantastic players. Jose Antonio Reyes, God rest his soul. The short spell that he had at the club, yeah. Jose Antonio Reyes, God rest his soul, guys. Maybe not short spell, but he had little impact. But look, I'm not going to talk about him, yeah, the poor man. But it's been like that, yeah. It's been like that. We had many, many world class players, like you said, and now we have 0. You know what I mean? I mean, if people start, oh my God, if people start saying that Odegaard, if they do that anymore, is like Bergkamp, comparing Odegaard to Bergkamp, guys, it's an insult. You know what I mean? I mean, Dennis Bergkamp hearing that by, I'm sure he's laughing all the way to the bank. You know what I mean? With his millions, guys. To compare Odegaard to Dennis Bergkamp, people aren't living in the real world. It's obviously some of these young fans, yeah, these plastic fans. I started supporting the club like a year ago around their 18th birthdays. You know what I mean? These kind of guys, these Mikel Arteta sexuals, kissing people's asses. You know what I mean? That's all they do is they just kiss Mikel Arteta's ass. People stop comparing Odegaard to Bergkamp, guys. Do yourselves a favour. Yeah, you're embarrassing yourselves. You're embarrassing the club. This is water, guys, by the way. I'm living in London and we're going through a heat wave at the moment. Summer's here. So yeah, big up. Just a bit of water. Odegaard couldn't lace up Bergkamp's boots. Your goddamn right he couldn't, man. Big up yourself, man. He couldn't. You know what I mean? Odegaard couldn't lace up Bergkamp's boots. Your goddamn right he couldn't, man. He's not fit to shine them, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people watching this stream now, guys. Welcome along. Absolutely delighted to have you here, guys. Yeah, I've been talking about the Declan Rice bid, guys. It's been rejected. I've been talking about it since I came online there about an hour ago, 50 minutes ago now. Arsenal have made an £80 million bid for Declan Rice. West Ham, of course, have rejected it out of hand. I mean, the player is worth a lot more money than that, guys. Let's be honest about it. His valuation is through the roof. He's worth a lot more money than that. A lot more money than that. I mean, the club have to be fair in their valuation of him. The club have to be fair in their valuation of him. He's worth a hell of a lot more money than that. Simple as. Straight off the back, guys. You know what I mean? So, say what you want to. Say what you want about it. I mean, if they value him at 100 million and we're offering them 80 million, it's almost like a sign of disrespect, right? I mean, it's not really respectful to the player. You know what I mean? Or to West Ham themselves. Arsenal will bid an extra £1 for Rice tomorrow. Yeah, like they did with Mark Overmars, was it? You remember? No, not Mark Overmars. Why have I got Mark Overmars on the brain? I was listing out the team of legends there, guys, and I got Mark Overmars on the brain. Yeah, like we did with Luis Suarez, remember? All this thing with Luis Suarez. It was the exact same thing. You know what I mean? The situation with Suarez. Exact same situation. Exact same situation. You know what I mean? It was the exact same situation regarding that. I mean, seriously. A pound extra and we had the player. I mean, this kind of thing. If they want 100 million, give them 100 million. If they want 120, give them 120. Declan Rice is worth it. Yeah, he is a fantastic, fantastic player. I mean, you have to pay over the odds. It's as simple as that. If we're going to cheap out on things, we're never going to get the players we need. You know what I mean? We'd be stuck with the Fabio Vieiras of this world forever. You know what I mean? Nothing players. Simple as that. And what about Granit Xhaka? Is he staying? Is he leaving? What is the situation with Granit Xhaka? Because if Declan Rice comes in, we don't need him, of course. And we don't need Fabio Vieira. We get rid of him. Get shot of him. You know what I mean? Thomas Partey, pathetic at the end of the season. Cowardly. Along with Saka. Along with Ramsdale. Bottle jobs. Odegaard, terrible. Ben White, nightmare. So many players underperformed at the end of the season for us, guys. It would have been easier to actually land the trophy and win the league. Everyone's saying we're bottle jobs. Yeah, we are. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? I had a Man City fan a Chelsea fan come into my job the other day, staying at the hotel, an American Chelsea fan, just over in London for a while with his girlfriend there. And he even said it to my face, for bottle jobs. And you know what I said to him? Yeah, we are. They did bottle it. Of course, Chelsea has to listen to a few home truths themselves, let's be honest about it. And he'd have to agree with that too. You know what I mean? I'd force it down his throat. I'd ram the truth down his throat, guys. Simple as that. I tell you, his girl was nice, actually. So let me stretch it out there, guys. Give me a second. Oh, I'm not so long out of bed, yeah. I literally jumped into the shower, jumped back out, and came on to do the stream, guys. You know what I mean? That was basically it. All right. Great to see so many people tuning in, guys. 70 views. Big up yourselves. Yeah. Thank you for all the support. I am monetized. If you want to hit up a super chat, please do. Donate a bit of money to the OSG. I would appreciate it, guys. Hit up a super chat and donate $1 or $2 to me, guys. I would appreciate it too. Thank you for all your continued support on my channel. I mean that. Thank you to Arsenal forever for your support on my channel, man. And all your comments. And thank you to Tristan. Thank you to Harry. Yeah, and big up all of you guys. You know what I mean? Thank you for your continued support. I appreciate it. This whole Declan Rice thing, I mean, if we want to ever land that player, we need to plump up and give them the money that they want. Yeah, we need to give West Ham their valuation of what they're looking for the player. We can't be cutting corners and cheaping out. Yeah, we can't be cutting corners and cheaping out, guys. Let me know in the comment section below how highly do you rate Declan Rice. Rate him out of 10, guys. Let me know what you think of Declan Rice. Rate him out of 10. And what about the news that we're been linked to Kai Havertz? What do you think about that? I mean, let's do one thing at a time anyway. Yeah. Let's land Declan Rice. Priority, Declan Rice. Don't be kind of burning the candle at both ends and kind of doing a little bit with Declan Rice and doing a little bit with Kai Havertz. Let's get Declan Rice. Let's sign him up. Let's get it in the bag. Let's get it done. You know what I mean? Simple as. And that's basically it, guys. Alakazam. You know what I mean? Guys, I don't see any donations here. Come on. All right, the first person in to donate some money. A super chat to the old school going on today. Pick up yourselves, guys. I'm waiting, okay? Let's donate some money to me. Let's get that super chat in. I'm waiting. Still waiting for that super chat, guys. Okay, the first person in to donate $1 to me, yeah? and I'll be happy for their day. Let's see a $1 donation, guys. Let's donate to the OSG. Let's get a $1. £1 for Declan Rice. I'll take a pound myself. All right, guys, donate $1 to me, guys. I'm waiting for the person to come in and do that too. So let's get the super chat going. Cross my palm with silver, as we said. But yeah, pretty disappointing the way they're handling the whole Rice situation, guys, and with the offer that they're giving. I mean, it is an offence. Must be annoying for West Ham. I mean, it tells you all you need to know if they're just going to make an offer like that, yeah. If they're going to make an offer like that, it tells you all you need to know, yeah. Pathetic. I mean, we need to be stepping up our game. You know what I mean? We need to be stepping up our game if you want to get that player. Just not been happening for us, you know. All right, I see there's 4 people tuning in. Welcome along to my stream, guys. Welcome along to my channel. Arsenal's £80 million bid for Declan Rice has been rejected, of course. West Ham valuing the player at well over that, guys, at 100 million. And the club, again, I don't know why they make offers like this. It's obviously not going to be taken seriously by West Ham. It's an insult, to be honest, to him and the player. Man City are said to be actually keeping an eye on things, on developments. So that could be interesting, yeah. I mean, if they get to jump on us, guys, we could find ourselves in a lot of trouble. As simple as that. It's a little bit embarrassing, to be honest, the way we're kind of doing things. It's almost like amateur hour. You know what I mean? We're better than that, guys. We're better than that. We're better than that, guys. You know what I mean? Let's have it right, though. So I don't know. We'll have to see the way things go, yeah. But definitely, we're not doing ourselves any favours. No doubt. We're not doing ourselves any favours at the club, guys, by making offers like this for a player that is easily worth a lot more than that. You know what I mean? The valuation of the player is way beyond that. So it's as simple as that. That's how I see things anyway. We shouldn't be embarrassing ourselves, though. About Havertz, guys, Arsenal have emerged as strong contenders to sign Kai Havertz from Chelsea. Havertz's contract expires in 2 years, guys, in 2025. But he has told the club of his desire to leave this summer, and Chelsea, who have added Villarreal's 30 million rated Nicholas Jackson to their list of attacking transfer targets, do not want to keep players whose contracts are running out. They are willing to sell Havertz, who moved to Stamford Bridge for 62.5 million 3 years ago, and are looking for a fee of 70 million. Chelsea need to recoup funds after spending close to 600 million on players since last summer. They are set to sell Marko Kovacic to Manchester City and Mason Mount to Man United. Well, N'Golo Kante is moving to Al Ittihad on a free transfer. Havertz has offered flashes of class but little consistency since joining Chelsea. The 23-year-old scored the winner in the Champions League final in 2021 and in the Club World Cup final last season. However, he has managed only 19 goals in 91 appearances. Yeah, I don't see the right player for us, guys, with that kind of record. I mean, 19 goals and 91 appearances for Havertz is not exactly setting the world on fire. I mean, his goal scoring is not that good. Yeah, we need a guy that's going to hit at least 20 a season. And he scored 19 in his whole time at Chelsea. 19 in 91 games. He has been crap, in fairness, to be honest. Like, he's not been good, you know what I mean? Say what you want, guys. He's not been at it. He hasn't, like. Chelsea know this themselves. You know what I mean? If they're willing to let the player go, he obviously isn't wanted, you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Awful, awful, awful. Long man, great to have you on. The mailman, the mailman. Afternoon, gangster. What's happening? 80 million bid rejected from West Ham, so we're not serious about getting Rice then. West Ham on 100 million. What a joke. And being linked with another Chelsea reject. Yeah, man, it seems like that, yeah. I mean, why they're messing around like that with the player, why they're not actually meeting his valuation, the valuation that Chelsea put on him, is absolutely beyond me. Um, it's embarrassing, I'll be honest. And it also shows Declan Rice that we're not serious, yeah. I mean, of course, they're going to reject an 80 million bid and West Ham on 100. Like you say, man, I've been saying that since I've been blue in the face since I came on the street. And when I was working late last night, I got home at about 1 a.m. Yeah. Woke up this morning late enough, and then I saw the headline. Now. Had to come on and stream about it, guys. I mean, we're not being serious. We're not being respectful to Declan Rice or West Ham by making an offer like that. And it's just typical of the club, guys, cheaping out. You know what I mean? I mean, we all saw what happened last season. The way the team capitulated. Yet there has been no apology from Edu, no apology, as far as you know, from Arteta. Check me if I'm wrong, guys. Huh? Let me know if I'm wrong. But has there been an apology from Edu? Has there been an apology from Mick Arteta after what happened? The way we capitulated at the end of the season? I mean, it was cowardly. It was disgraceful the way the team played at the end of the season. And they were all at it. Terrible performance. And we let the league title slide, guys. We let it slip out of our grasp. And now this. It's typical, like. There's like a malaise in the club, man. Seriously. I'm not overreacting, but I mean, we need to get this deal done. Making an offer, like not matching West Ham's value, their estimation of how much the player is worth. is a disgrace. Let's be honest about it. It's embarrassing. That's how I see things anyway, guys. Simple as that. It's an embarrassment. You know what I mean? The whole thing. Just a disaster. It's as simple as that. That's the way it is. That is the way it is. For weeks, we've seen bid incoming, bid inbound. Arsenal want to respect West Ham, another club we want to keep a good relation with and not get the player we want. Pathetic. Yeah, it is. It is, man. Thank you for your comments, yeah? And good to see you, man, telling it like it is. As you always have done on my streams, whether you've been in the comments or you've been live with me. I don't know what they're doing though. I don't know where can this lead? What good can come from this? I mean, seriously, it's just pure negative. The whole thing that they're doing. It's actually like, I don't know. It's like amateur hour. It's unprofessional. It's unprofessional, man. What they're doing. Big up to Luca AFC, man. I'm gonna big up your channel in a minute, yeah. But yeah, it's like unprofessional what they're doing, eh? Seriously, it's unprofessional. The behaviour, the treatment of West Ham, the way we're treating them, yeah. I mean, making an offer like that, it's embarrassing. Seriously, it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. You know what I mean? Because they value him at 100 million and we make 80. But never mind about the way we're treating West Ham. It proves that we're not serious about signing the player. We're not serious. They value him at 100 and we're offering 80. What does that tell you? I mean, seriously, like. Richard Masanja, I knew Mudrik's story will continue. People can rise your hope for sure. Mudrik? Thank you for the comment anyway, Richard. I appreciate it. Luca AFC, big up. Yeah, big up yourself too, man. How are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well, yeah? I hope you're keeping well. Just a bit of a stream on the whole Declan Rice situation before I head to work. I don't know what you think about it, Luca, but I mean, why are we not matching the estimation that West Ham have for the player? Why aren't we matching the value and making an offer of 100 million? That's what he's valued at. If they say 100, give him 110. This player could transform us. You know what I mean? He's a brilliant, brilliant player. He's a leader on the pitch. He's got a bit of metal. He's got a bit about him. He's a fighter. I mean, he would do well in our team. You know what I mean? Like, we have the players around him that can really play football. And he can too. We have skillful, talented players. And with him pushing them on from the midfield, also he's versatile, guys. He can go into defence. With him pushing the team on, guys, driving the team forward, a lot could be achieved this season for us. A lot could be achieved. I don't know. They need to pull the finger out. The club needs to pull the finger out, yeah? And if they want to get the deal done, then they need to be serious about it and stop messing around. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion at the moment, they're just messing around. They're just having a laugh. You know what I mean? They need to get on it. It's as simple as that. They're not on it right now, that's for sure. No way, man. They're a million miles away from that. So I don't know. It's not looking too good anyway, guys, when you make an offer like that. I mean, I know it's after kind of giving a signal to Manchester City, yeah, that maybe the player is open to going to Manchester City. And we're going to be lost. You know what I mean? We're going to be lost if that's the case. You're telling me he's going to go to Man City over Arsenal, guys, every day of the week if that's the case. Seriously. McManus Gaming, I said it the other night on your stream. It looks like we're trying to make signings. 80 million it's to look like we're trying to make signings. 80 million is a joke. I put money on it right now. We don't get him and City or United get him and we sign unknowns. Yeah, that's the way it was in the last season, yeah. That's the way it was in the season before, to be honest. So it's going to revert to type, yeah. It's going to revert to type. But that's the way it is, you know. That's the way it has been for a long, long time now. It's nothing new, unfortunately, man. Yeah, it's nothing new. We did the same last season, yeah. And last season wasn't too bad, yeah, but the season before, like panic buys. I'm not impressed, I have to say. And as an Arsenal fan, you can't help that we're being hard done by, that we're being kind of, I don't know. I mean, why are they behaving like this? I mean, in all honesty, guys, I mean, why are they behaving like this? I mean, they're going to run the club into the ground, yeah. We're going nowhere fast. It's as simple as that. We're going nowhere fast. They're going to run the club into the absolute ground. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's a complete disaster. It's a complete disaster, guys. Our bid has been rejected by Declan Rice because it's not worthy of it. You know what I mean? Of course it's been rejected by West Ham. We're not matching their valuation of the player. It's like we're not taking it seriously. I want to blame them for rejecting it. I'd reject it myself. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm trying to hit 1.8k. I've taken a big leap forward in the last couple of weeks. I'm racking up the subscribers, especially in work. I'm handing out the business cards that got made up, and I'm trying to get everyone to subscribe to my channel if they can. So big up, man, big up. It's as simple as that. Simple as that, guys. Former Scotland, Manchester United, and Leeds defender Gordon McQueen has died, aged 70 years of age. The poor fella. People are dropping like flies these days, unfortunately. Gordon McQueen, former Man United, Leeds United, and Scotland defender, died aged 70. He had dementia. God rest his soul, the poor fella. He's better off, to be honest. You've got dementia, boy, sure. It's done. It's game over, guys. But yeah, we can't help as Arsenal fans be disappointed, to be honest, hearing about this with Declan Rice. I mean, for some reason, as a club, we always tend to just kind of cheap out, cut corners. That's not going to get you the player, guys. When you're cutting corners and you're cheaping out like that, it's not going to help with signing players. It's as simple as that. And yeah, we're cheaping out again. We're cutting corners. It's going to get us nowhere. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. Straight up, yeah. It's embarrassing. I mean, what does this mean for the club, you know? Our ambitions? I know we're acting like a small club, not like the club we are, yeah? Not like Arsenal Football Club. We're acting like a small club. And to be honest, it's a bit much now. It's becoming a bit much. I mean, after the season we had last season, and this is our behaviour. I mean, if Man City come in for Declan Rice, he will go to Man City. He's going to go to another club if that's the case. If we're not actually like matching West Ham's valuation, it's a slap in the face to the player as well and to the club. It's disrespectful to West Ham and disrespectful to Declan Rice. And he's not going to like that, guys. And Man City are waiting in the wings to put an offer together. You know what I mean? Like, who's he going to go to? Treble winners or Arsenal? Think about it now. Think about it. Honestly. Like, man, it's in with a comment again, guys. If you haven't already, check out this man's YouTube channel. He actually has 2 channels, guys. He has this channel, the McManus Gaming, which is obviously about gaming. And he also has the McManus Sense, which is about different fragrances that he introduces, guys, that he covers. And he gives men's option. He gives men option, yeah, on what they like. He lets you know what's good, what's not. So check out both his channels, guys. It's the McManus Gaming and also McManus Sense. So be sure to check out those channels, guys, and give the man a bit of support there. Simple as. Yeah, what can I say? It is what it is, I suppose, right? But Arsenal, in the meantime, guys, with their treatment and the way they're making offers for Declan Rice, I mean, you can't take them seriously. You just can't take them seriously with their behaviour like that. We're Arsenal Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and we move like a non-league team. It's shameful. something has to be done about that, definitely. I mean, we're being outdone by a lot of other teams, you know what I mean? Like Spurs always seem to outdo us in the transfer window. They seem to move quicker and get players. Okay, it doesn't work out well for them because they're Spurs. They do a Spursy on it. But we bottled it last season, and we need to make changes, and we need to get the players in that we really need. And that's not happening for the club either. So where do we find ourselves now? Seriously, like? I mean, it's becoming a bit too much. Yeah? It's a little bit embarrassing. You know what I mean? What's happening with the club? Honestly, I don't know where it can go from here. You know, I mean, there's not much options open to us. Declan Rice, that looks to be a done deal, guys. It's almost like the ship has sailed, in my opinion. I honestly doubt he will be an Arsenal player. I doubt it. I mean, I would be very surprised if he came to Arsenal. When we're behaving like that, honestly, guys, I'm not trying to rank up views for my channel now. I couldn't care less. This is my opinion. I think it's going to be very hard for us to get that player. It's as simple as that. That's my opinion about it anyway. I think it's going to be very hard for us to get that player. When we're behaving like this, when we're acting like that. Like McManus says, guys, we're moving like a non-league team. It's shameful. And when we're behaving like that, we're not going to win. We couldn't win an argument. You know what I mean? I don't know. Look, it is what it is, but I mean, why behave like that at all? I mean, the player obviously thinks we don't rate him now. He obviously believes that we don't rate him. So if that's the case, we're done. It's finished. It's over. Disappointing, guys. Disappointing is the only way I can describe it. I mean, you can't say no more about it than that. It is what it is, I suppose, at the end of the day. But we're in a bit of trouble, you know what I mean? I don't know, guys. We need to man up, and things need to change because we're not going to get what we want. And it's becoming a bit too much now, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. They got me going on an hour and 20 minutes with this. To be honest, it's worth it because it's a big story. And when we're not going to be making a better offer for the player, it's just embarrassing, you know. I mean, Manchester City now are interested. It's after waking them up a bit, you know, and they're kind of looking around and thinking, yeah, maybe we can land the player. It's not looking good for us, guys. Seriously. I mean, we're better than this. We're better than that. It's like McMahon has said, guys, we're moving like a non-league team. Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing, guys. If you don't know anyway, guys, Arsenal's bid for Declan Rice has been rejected. A bid of 80 million was made. Of course, the club, West Ham, are valuing him at 100 million. So what Arsenal are doing offering 80 is beyond me. You know what I mean? They're trying to cheap out. I mean, the player has made it clear he would like to come to Arsenal. But the club, of course, are disrespecting him and disrespecting West Ham. It's as simple as that. Subscribe and help me hit 1.k anyway. Subscribe and help me hit 1.8k. I've made it. All right, here we go. New comments. We have money. It's like we're too scared to spend it. Makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, they don't need to be scared to spend it because they've got Kroenke supporting them. Yeah, you're right, man. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It makes absolutely no sense at all because we have Kroenke supporting us, you know? I mean, there is certain revenue there. There is certain money behind us. So why are we so lethargic almost? But we're not grabbing the bull by the horns. We're not going in there. It's like it's our first rodeo, yeah? We're not going in there and being like dominant and being a confident team and saying, look, come to the club and you can have this, this, and that. You know what I mean? It's just not happening. It's just not happening for us, guys. It's as simple as that. I mean, if the club continue to behave like that, there's not much can be said for us. So, I mean, when we're behaving like that, guys, it's like amateur hour. You know what I mean? It's just simply not good enough. Yeah, and like you said, man, we have money. It's like we're too scared to spend it. Makes no sense. Exactly. We can actually do something now. Yeah, I mean, with the season we had last season, we can actually do something. We can go places. You know what I mean? But we need to behave, guys, like a big club. We are a big club, but we need to act like it. A bit of fire in the belly. You know what I mean? I mean, a little bit of a positive aggression when we're going after a player. A little bit of aggressiveness to land the player that we want. I mean, it's just, to me anyway, it's just, I don't know, man. It just ranks of unprofessionalism. You know what I mean? All round, the club in general. It's almost like a disease, guys, spreading. Allow that to happen last season. Let that happen. The way we capitulated, and heads didn't roll. Nothing was done. You know what I mean? But yeah, heads will roll. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. And that's where we find ourselves, guys. This is the problem we find ourselves in. What can I say? It's quite disappointing. Quite disappointing. Really, really disappointing. All right, I want to thank everybody for your continued support on my stream, guys. I'm going to crack on until 1:30, and then I'm going to get ready and head off to work. But yeah, I had to cover this stream, guys. I mean, the whole situation. There's been so much talk about Declan Rice in the media, Arsenal this and Arsenal that. The club themselves Arsenal themselves have been very quiet about it, though. But there's been a lot of talk and a lot of conversation about it, and this is where we find ourselves now, stuck. You know what I mean? Making that offer for him, to be honest, was pointless. They value him at 100 million and we're making an offer for 80 million. It was completely, completely pointless. I mean, every Arsenal fan right But guys, we have to take it on the chin. We have to accept it for what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of YouTubers, like I said, I'm just going to put your comment up now, McManus, man. But first, I'm going to have a bit of a rant. I mean, a lot of the Arsenal fans, gooners, diehards, YouTubers, whatever you want to call them, they got a bit quiet since what happened last season, at the end of last season. And I understand it, yeah. It was extremely painful for Arsenal fans, for myself and McManus included. But we have to take that on the chin, yeah. And we have to accept that for what it is. I mean, the club's shortcomings. I mean, this with the transfer of Declan Rice is just a knock on of what happened at the end of last season. And nobody was held accountable after what happened at the end of last season. There was no accountability. Arteta apologised, I think, for what that's worth. And then we just moved on. You know what I mean? Okay, fair enough. Of course, they didn't want that. But what happened at the end of the season was unforgivable. The way the team just capitulated. Like, if we lost the league, but we pushed Man City to the last day of the season and we lost by a point, or it went down to the last game of the season, big up, man. I'd be the first to hold my hands up and say, you know what I mean? The boys, they had a go. But they absolutely fell apart long before that. I mean, at least take it to the last day of the season and the last kick. No, we capitulated. We were 8 points ahead. We were 8 points up and I'm in April. Come on, like, we were almost there. Awful. We've been linked with him since January. He's supposed to be our number one target, so why are we messing about? I don't get this club. I think that sums it up. There you go, guys. That makes no sense. But yeah, it's as simple as that. All right, guys, I just gotta drop off the stream there for a moment, and I'll be back. Yeah, just give me a second, guys. Okay, just give me 1 second, guys. I'll be back. Yeah, no problem, man. Take it easy. Yeah? I'm going to be heading off to work myself soon, and like I gotta get ready for work in the next 5 or 10 minutes. All right, man. Thank you for tuning in, yeah, and I appreciate it. And thank you for your continued support on my channel, yeah. And don't work too hard, man. And take care of yourself, yeah. I mean that. And don't work too hard, yeah. Peace, man. And see you online at some point, yeah. And take care, like I said. Take care of yourself, man. Enjoy the rest of your day and try not to work too hard, yeah. Big up, man. All right, guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna knock it on the head. All right, two people tuning in. Big up yourselves, guys. How are you getting on? Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. I mean, what are they doing at this point? I mean, the way things are going with the club. I mean, seriously, what are we going to do at the end of the day? We're just waiting, waiting, waiting for some reason. We just seem to be waiting the whole time. We make an offer that, of course, is not going to be taken seriously by West Ham. What is the point of that? I mean, seriously, making an offer like that is not going to do anything. Seriously, making an offer like that is not going to do anything at all. It's as simple as that. Like this kind of offer going down is not going to get things going for us. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's just not looking good. You know what I mean? It is what it is, I suppose. But you'd have to wonder. Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't know. It's not gonna fly. It's as simple as that. I mean, we need a proper offer. We need to put through a real offer if we want to land the player. I mean, this thing of not matching their valuation, it's frankly embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the club should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, West Ham have every right in the world to be angry about this. I mean, if I was Declan Rice, I'd be thinking twice because it's not showing a seriousness. I mean, they made one offer, but he's valued at 100 million. So why start at 80? You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, it is what it is. It is what it is. Can't say much more about it than that. But the club need to get into gear, yeah? They need to click into gear. They need to take it to the next level. If we want the player, we need to push. You know what I mean? He's not going to be hand delivered to us. We actually need to make an effort. You know what I mean? To get the player, to get the deal done. You know? We need to push and get the player done. Get the deal done. It's as simple as that. Can't be hanging around waiting. You know what I mean? Seriously. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there now, guys. I think I'm going to hit the nail on the head. I want to thank everybody for your continued support on my channel. All your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, let's keep the faith, Arsenal fans. Keep the faith, guys. I mean, who knows what could happen? Maybe we will get Declan Rice. All going well, yeah, we can land the player. But it definitely is not going to be easy for us, especially when we're not going to match West Ham's estimation of the player. You know what I mean? It's as simple as. I see another person has joined the stream. Welcome along, my friend. Like this video of me and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am monetized, guys. So if you want to donate a little bit of money, $1, $2, a little super chat, please do. I would appreciate it, yeah. And yeah, hit me up on Super Chat, guys. Donate $1 or $2 to my channel. I'd appreciate it. I am monetized. So come and help me out, yeah. I haven't had a Super Chat in a couple of days, so $1 or $2 are enough, guys. Do your thing, yeah. Support an old school gunner. All right. Still waiting on that 90th view. Should be coming soon, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up now, guys, because I got to get ready for work. Thank you to everybody for your continued support, yeah. I am monetized, guys, so if you want to donate a little bit of money to the old school gunner, please do. Hit me up on a Super Chat right now. Very much appreciated. $1, $2 is enough, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Let's hope we get the Declan Rice deal done, yeah. But the team really need to get moving on this, yeah. And the club really need to get moving on this. If they don't, we're going to lose the player. Man City are waiting. They're ready to make an offer. So we really need to step up, yeah. We really need to step up to the plate now, guys. We can't be humming and hawing and hanging around like we have been. We need to get the player signed. We need to do the business. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, guys. I'm going for 1.8k, yeah. So help me out there, guys. Yeah. That's what I'm looking to aim for. And I'm going to wrap this up now. Like I said, I got to get ready for work. Thank you to everybody for your continued support on my channel. Thank you to McManus Gaming. Thank you to Luca AFC. Thank you to Richard. Thank you to Arsenal Forever for all your comments, man. I appreciate it. Thank you to Tristan. And that's basically been it, guys. A productive stream, a good stream. And to be honest, I woke up this morning and I saw what happened, what was going on with the Declan Rice deal. And I had to make a video about it. It's as simple as that. Serious business here. We need the player. All right. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Big up. Take care of yourselves, yeah? And enjoy the rest of your day. And talk to you soon, yeah? Come on, you gooners. Peace.